Molt woke before dawn, which he considered a personal insult. Rain tapped steadily against the window, soft, persistent. He sat on the edge of the bed, rubbing his eyes, tail flicking in a slow, irritated rhythm. Ginny hovered in the corner, quiet, watching the raindrops race each other down the glass. Mr. Feathers perched beside her, staring out at the grey morning like a pigeon contemplating the futility of existence. Then he made a small resigned sound and died. He toppled sideways with a soft donk against the window. Ginny caught him before he slid off, straightened his feathers and set him back upright. He blinked back to life, mildly annoyed but otherwise fine. "Worms today," Molt muttered. He paused. "To visit, I mean, not for breakfast." Mr. Feathers made a low judgmental coo. Ginny hid a smile behind her hand. Molt ignored both of them and reached for his filled notebook, battered, full of scribbles, smudges and the occasional pressed leaf. He flipped it open and began copying the previous day's notes onto his official scroll. The scroll unfurled itself with a faint rustle, edges glowing softly. His quill moved with him, but not because of him. It guided his hand more than he guided it. When he rolled the scroll closed, the ink vanished, sent instantly to the office's reports department, where some poor archivist would be reading it within seconds. "Paperwork never sleeps," he sighed. He unrolled the now clean scroll again and wrote a request for details on river entities in the region where the Pike Sovereign resided. He rolled it back up and made himself some toast. A few minutes later, the scroll glowed, incoming message. With toast and marmite in one hand, he unrolled it and skimmed the dossier on local water spirits. He tried to get a sense of what the Pike could have been hinting at. It was also entirely possible the Sovereign had been lying in a fit of pique after being denied malt as a snack. He closed the scroll and rubbed his stomach absently, a habit from months of pain in the aftermath of the flapjack incident. Pain that had alternately eased and worsened by train magic travel, except he realised he hadn't felt a twinge since Beryl's tea. He'd been wary the trains might bring it back on, but no, not even a flutter. Small mercies. He stood, stretching. Right, worms. Rain, maybe it'll put me in a good mood. Mr. Feathers made a doubtful noise. Molt sighed. Let's get this over with. The Worm God. Molt felt a tad trepidatious visiting the Worm God, considering how many he'd snapped on over the years. The threshold lay in a shallow dip in a Somerset field, a place where the earth felt soft, listening. Rain pattered gently across the grass, sinking into the soil in slow, contented breaths. Molt knelt, placed a spiral flint artifact on the ground, and whispered the old incantation. The soil loosened, the world folded inward. He sank, not falling, descending, as though the earth itself made room for him.